This is Victor Jones of IAU Indie Artists United, and we want to thank you for joining us for this interview with Hope Victoria. I am so glad to have her, and we're going to do an interview today on Hope Victoria about her life and music, about her being the Artist of the Week this week, and about some other additional things about some of the songs that she's actually written. She's a great singer, a great songwriter, a great arranger. She's done some of my music, and some of the things that she's done for my music, guys, she's made my music sound professional. That's right, I said it. Made it sound professional. And so we're dealing with a real classic here. Classic professional. Yes, we are. So Hope, how are you today?
I'm great after that intro.
Well,
I'm good.
Gotta give kudos to where kudos is due, right?
Oh my goodness, you're way too kind, man. Way too kind.
No, I'm just being honest. Honesty. All right. So Hope, tell us today where you interviewing from? What state, city?
I am in Sanford, Florida, down south.
Okay.
Yes.
The dirty south.
I'm originally from PG County, Maryland, but I've been in Florida, gosh, over half my life. So now I'm just a grit. You know what grit stands for?
No, I don't.
A grit is a girl raised in the South.
Girl raised in the South. Well, I was raised, I wouldn't say I was raised in the South, but I'm kind of Southern because I was raised in Virginia. So I can say that I'm kind of Southern myself. And so I definitely understand the value of Southern hospitality that changes life. Just don't let them know your business. That's all. So as we move forward into this interview, I'm already having fun, guys. Okay, so Hope, could you tell us what inspired you, or what's the reason for Hope Victoria and her gift, her wonderful, marvelous gift of music?
I started singing when I was 5 in my dad's church.
Okay.
I'm a PK, and I actually got my name from my birth. The doctors, they thought that I wouldn't survive.
Okay.
They told my dad, he had to choose between me and my mom, because one of us had to go. We weren't both going to survive. And, he prayed, being a preacher, he prayed and trusted God. And clearly I survived. And so did my mom, thank the Lord. And because of that, they named me Hope Victoria. And so, awesome. Yeah, but the thing was, when I was born so early, the meat under my tongue hadn't detached yet, because I was like 6 months when I was born. And so I had a speech impediment. Okay. So I actually, I was that kid in class where you had to go and leave class early and go to that teacher to learn how to say shh.
Gotcha.
I had to go to that class.
Okay.
And so, but I could always sing properly. Whenever I would sing, I could relax my tongue and I could pronunciate. And so from a young age, my parents was always like, you're meant to sing. You're supposed to sing. And so I always have. I've always just sang. So. Wow.
So and that's what started your, I want to say, ministry of singing and your career as a singer. And that's amazing. Wow. And so let's just let that sink in right now, that Hope Victoria started her singing career because she had a speech impediment and she could sing at the relaxation of her tongue during singing. And so this is what inspired her to sing. That is amazing. That is amazing alone. So let's talk about your career as a musician. Tell us some people possibly you've worked with. Talk to us about Hope. Tell us about your career.
It's funny. When I think about singing, I sing praise and worship at church.
Okay.
And it's funny because I asked God to place me in a church where I could just use my gift, where I could just sing and just be his vessel. And I started going to this church locally here in the Central Florida area. Pretty well-known church. Pretty well-known bishop. And immediately, I joined the praise team, and he just started opening doors for me to kind of sing with some pretty amazing people here in the Central Florida area.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know, but we have a lot of people down here in Florida. And so some of the people that I've had the honor of either singing background or just, doing praise and worship along with my praise team, of course.
Okay.
People like Martha Menizzi.
Okay.
David and Nicole Binion.
Okay.
BJ Putnam.
Okay.
William McDowell.
Okay. Wow.
Last year, our praise team opened up for Todd Delaney.
Wow.
So
that's huge.
It's just, it's a blessing because it's nothing that I've done. It's just, I just prayed that God would just use me. And he's just opened the doors and allowed me to be in an atmosphere where we're called upon and we're able to just pour out into the community. And so it's been a huge blessing,
I know that you were saying something before the interview started about, you living in Florida and being there so long. I think you started with that, if I'm not mistaken. I think location, and this is just like for the fans and artists who are actually starting or been singing for a while and you haven't had success. Sometimes you have to move. Sometimes you have to relocate to be successful or experience these type of approaches and type of opportunities that you've experienced. And all the people that you've called, I probably know about 4 of them that you called, and I know they're major artists. And so that is such a blessing that you've had the opportunity to work with such people. And I'm hoping that as your music come out, that you pitch those songs to those artists. And hopefully they'll help and support you in your endeavors. I heard you talking about your church. What's the name of your church and pastor? Give them a shout out.
I actually go to Church on the Living Edge in Longwood, Florida, under Bishop Mark Sharona.
Oh, wow. That's sweet. Never heard of the church, but I will look it up on the internet when I finish with this interview. So I will. So let's talk about, so we talked about your career, sort of your career, and let's talk about your songs now. Give us a song to talk about. What song would you like? I really like Falling in Love. Falling in Love.
You know what?
is one of my
That
favorites.
was the first one that came to mind. Mind, actually.
So possibly we could talk about Falling in Love, the song.
Yeah. So that one was actually the last one I released. And that was about, I think, 2015, I think. Okay. And that was really literally just a love song to the Father. I felt like I had been putting off for so long a project that I knew I needed to do for him.
Okay.
And it's a praise and worship album. And he put it on my heart to do it a long time ago. And I kept putting it off and helping people with other stuff and helping other people with their stuff and writing for other people and putting it off. And I just felt so bad, because it's one thing to kind of put yourself last and kind of push your stuff to the side. But when you're doing something for the King, don't make him wait. Come on. So I just wanted to really do something and just write a love song to my father and just let him know that I love you and I'm sorry that you had to wait for me and just, I'm falling in love with you all over again.
Anyway, so tell us, where can we find this song, Falling in Love? What platforms, what YouTube page? Tell us about Hope. Tell us where we can find this song, Falling in Love.
It is on... Let's see, you can find it on, everywhere. Spotify, you can find it on iTunes. You can find it on my company website, childofgodrecords.com.
Okay. What's that website?
Child of God Records.
Okay, we need that and post that on the app. Make sure that everyone knows.
I sure will.
Definitely, that's definitely an Artist of the Week post. So please let's share that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's move forward. Let's move a little bit forward. Let's talk about Indie Artists United, IAU. I am Victor Jones, the founder, and this is Hope Victoria. Tell us about your experience at Indie Artists United, Hope.
Man, this is an incredible community, and it's very unique in that it's full of just diehard people who just love music, you know, and it reminds me of, I spent a summer at Berkeley up in Boston. And I remember staying up at 3 a.m. just doing jam sessions.
Okay.
And this community reminds me of that summer. It reminds me of just being around a bunch of like-minded people who just love just creating things. And there's a synergy that, you know, when we all get together, that just, it's hard to describe. And so it's a really, really great, I say community, but it feels more like a little family, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see that. I do see that. And, you know, I don't know. It's just the amazing thing to me is that when I think about artists, and even when it comes to another genre of artists, and you think about artwork, when someone does something and they put their heart into it and they finished it and they hand it to you or to the world, they need to be affirmed.
Yeah.
They need to be reaffirmed and reaffirmed and over again, because for me to share with you the secrets of my talent, it's very delicate. It's something precious.
Absolutely.
And so I need affirmation. Even if it's not the best, I still need affirmation that encourages me to move on. And that's what Indie Artists United is. That's what it is. And I hate to talk about it, but I'm going to say a little bit now. Indie Artists United is my response to rejection. To the rejection of my music.
Yeah.
You know, as a musician, I would help so many churches. I would support so many people. Did so many free things for people, recorded people for free. But when your music comes out, if you're not Marvin Sapp, if you're not William McDowell, if you're not Martha Menezes, if you're not them, then you're not important.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's like your mother cooking for you your favorite meal, and you sit down and you look at it and say, I don't want it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what Indie Artists United is. It's what you said, it's a family. It's a place for affirmation, reaffirmation, and it's also a place for construction. And so I'm glad you said that. That touches me. So I'm kind of getting a little emotional here to just talk about what Indie Artists United is. So tell us more. Tell us about the Artist of the Week. Tell us about, you've seen, I think 3. This is the 3rd day. Am I right? 3rd day in. Okay. Yeah. Tell us about it. Tell us how your feelings.
You know, it's really a lot like what you were just saying, you know, just having people affirm you and just letting you know that we hear you. If, you know, you're not on the big billboards, it's okay. You're on ours and we love you and we like and appreciate your music, you know. I love the fact that the community has kind of welcomed me, because I've always kind of felt like my sound is a little different. And in the community, you find people who are kind of different like you. And so, you know, just kind of meeting with different artists and collaborating, it's been a great experience. It's been a truly, truly blessing experience. So I appreciate you for creating it.
Get out of here.
I really do. Because I never would have thought to do this. Like, never. And then when you really think about the concept of what you've done, it's like, that's kind of ingenious. Why didn't I think of that? But, you know, it was for you to create. And so I appreciate you for doing it. I really do.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate that. You and the crew, you know, the crew I'm talking about, you guys encourage me all the time, and it helps me really continue to move forward in what I'm doing. And so I'm very grateful for you, Hope, and for all that you've done. And I just want to throw this out there as well. Hope, 12 to all the fans, I'm not sure if you all heard my song, Jesus Makes Me High. Hope did a retake of the song, and she's going to embarrass me real bad. Okay?
No,
Fans, listen to me well. She's going to embarrass me really bad. And so please be sure to go listen to Jesus Makes Me High on the IAU playlist. And Hope's going to release the same song. Y'all didn't hear me. She's going to release the same song. And guess what? She's going to embarrass me really bad.
I'm not going to embarrass you. It is not meant to be an embarrassment. It is a compliment that I want to do a song. You did the song so well, I want to do it. Like, he just sang the face off that song. I just want to sing it too. Like, that's how good you did the song. I was just like, oh, I want to sing that.
Guys, listen to me. She is going to embarrass me. I've already heard the song. She's already recorded it.
I'm gonna read
it. And it is amazing. It is fabulous. And I'm telling you, this song touched me so. When I heard the song after she had recorded it, I was laying in my bed. I had to get up out of my bed. Okay? Are y'all hearing me? So I'm telling you, if you don't know Victoria Hope, you're going to know her after you hear the song, Jesus Makes Me High. She brought the song to life in front of my eyes. The words were filtered with gifting, talent that spoke to me.
You're crazy.
Now I'm serious. No, I'm not playing. I'm serious. This song, Jesus Makes Me High by Hope Victoria, I'm telling you, if you listen to it, you're going to cry. You're going to become emotional. And I'm praying that it does other things for you as well. But when I heard the cut that she did, it was amazing.
Thank you.
I could not lay down.
Thank you.
And so, Victoria Hope, there is a great future that awaits you. And I'm saying it in front of the whole world right now because this is going to be YouTube. So, world, you just don't know until you've heard Victoria. And so make sure that you be on the lookout on the IAU playlist, on her YouTube channel. Victoria Hope has something very special. You know, everybody has a gift, but Victoria Hope has a gift that is illuminated with passion, purpose, compassion, and all of the above in her voice. Beautiful voice. And I'm sorry to bring up into a tangent right here, but when you guys hear Jesus Makes Me High by Hope Victoria, you will turn to me and say, you said she was going to embarrass you, and she sure did. That's the first thing you're going to say.
I will not embarrass you.
And the next thing you're going to say is, this is an amazing song. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much for recording Jesus Makes Me High. I'm honored to have you do that song. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for letting me. Because, you know, I know as artists, I know that when we put stuff out, that like that's our baby. Mm-hmm. You know, that's like a piece of us. Right. And so we're already vulnerable when we release it. And, you know, we're like, okay, what are people going to think? And so when another artist takes it and mm-hmm. it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do something with it. It might be a little different. It's kind of like, that's my baby. Wait a minute. What are you doing with it? You know? And so I appreciate you for allowing me to, because I know how hard it can sometimes be to kind of relinquish that.
Yeah, I understand that. And that's something good to hit on too. We won't be too much more longer, but you know, as artists, I believe you told me this, that you were doing praise and worship with someone and you asked them, what should you do as an artist? And they told you, work with as many people as you can. Yeah. I think as artists, we've got to learn how to not be selfish. We've got to learn how to share our ideas, share our songs, share, collaborate. because the more you collaborate, the more ideas flow. And so, Hope, I appreciate you so much. So as we come to a close, I'm going to allow Hope to sing Fallen in Love for us right before we leave this interview. Can you give us that, Hope? Can you give us a little bit? Or can you give us Jesus Makes Me High? Your choice.
Oh, see.
Your choice. Want me to start it off? Want me to start off?
I kind of would like to hear you sing, actually. You up here talking about me.
This is your interview. I want you to sing. Whatever you want to sing, Fall in Love or Jesus Makes Me High. Just give us a little bit of Hope, Victoria.
Actually, can I do a different one?
Sure. Go for it.
So, let's see. This is actually one that I used to do at school. So, back when we did those Negro spirituals. Okay. Soon I will be done with the troubles of this world. The troubles of this world. The troubles of this world. Soon I will be done with the troubles of this world. I'm going on to live with God.
Oh man.
Put me on the spot.
Yes, that hit the spot. That made me hear the voice of agony, the voice of pain and suffering. Oh, you took me to a place, because I study Black history, so you took me to a place of familiar. When I study Black history, I can hear the voice of the slaves. Amazing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Victor Jones of IAU, and this is the beautiful angel, Hope Victoria. That's amazing. She's a blessing to IAU, and she's a blessing to me as an artist and as a supporter of doing my songs and putting background into my songs. But she's also a blessing to the world. And so hear her, Victoria Hope. I'm Victor Jones once again. This is Victoria, and we're going to leave you now. Have a great and rest of your evening.
Bye, family.